Let me just make it much simpler for you guys. For example, you're doing any sort of a campaign, people who are coming to your website and did not complete a desired action. If you want to reach out to this segment, you can always use remarketing as a great tool to make sure the guys who had already come to your website but did not do a desired action. A desired action could be anything, like for example, filling up an inquiry form or buying a product or watching a video, right? So you can decide upon what exactly this desired action will be, and accordingly you can set up the remarketing campaign. Now, if I have to sum it up, what is remarketing? Remarketing is a process in which you reach out to your users who've already been on your website but did not do a desired action. I'm sure many of you must have noticed there are ads which keeps on following you, especially if you go to shopping sites or especially if you go to travel sites. And if let's say if you go to make my trip and you don't book anything, you just go to make my trip and come back, right? You see the same ads which are following you for which you were looking for a particular flight. Let's say you were looking for a flight between Bangalore and Delhi. You could actually see the same ad following you everywhere, wherever you go. Now, how does this happen? Well, that's the magic of remarketing. So what is the remarketing concept? It's very simple. Remarketing is another chance to close a deal. It's another opportunity to make sure your consumer is converting, right? So typically what happens? A customer visits your site but did not complete a desired action. Then you set up a remarketing campaign and your ad or your remarketing ad starts following you everywhere, wherever the customer is going. All right. So that's how remarketing is done. It's very exciting especially when it comes to closing the deal, when it comes to actually getting that customer back. Let me just tell you a few facts before you go ahead, right? Now, almost 96% people, 96 to 98% people do not buy in their first visit to any website. That means nobody buys. Almost nobody buys. That means if you don't do remarketing, you're almost losing out on a big chunk of the audience, which can be beneficial to your brand, right? So if 96 to 98% people don't buy it in the first go, that means you need to look at remarketing very closely. Another thing which I want to tell you, if you look at the audience, the behavior of the audience, almost 70% people go till adding cart and do not check out. Again, that is important. So that's how with the help of remarketing, you can make sure you can close the deal, right? Remarketing works more of following up with the customer and reminding the person about your brand or about the product that he was looking for, right? So for example, here you can see a few ads. If Amazon was doing a remarketing, this is how IMDb can show the remarketing ad of Amazon. What are the benefits of remarketing? Well, remarketing have higher conversion rate, right? So comparatively, if you're looking at newer conversion, on an average, almost 50 to 54% extra conversions you get with the help of remarketing. Because of course, two advantages. The person already knows your brand. He already knows your product. There are high chances that he could convert. Hence, the higher conversion, of course, the ROI is also higher. We can also find more people which are like your customers. There is option that find a likely audience, which of course we will be discussing in the optimization bit of the remarketing campaign in the second half. But yes, you can also figure out who are the people who are similar to your customers. So remarketing is really beneficial when it comes to conversion. If you want to increase the convergence of your campaign, one of the best way to do, of course, is remarketing. Now let's see where we talk about remarketing and how remarketing is important. So we spoke about these benefits. Now where you can remarket to. So you can actually do remarketing ads to visitors to your website. The remarketing tag could be either homepage or any specific page for that matter. So you generate your remarketing tag accordingly as per your requirement. Of course, we're going to see that also today in today's session, that how we create a remarketing tag and install it to your website. Second, various users on the mobile app. If you really want to only remarket to guys who use mobile apps only. Where? Location, right? So remarketing can be done on other websites, various search networks, other mobile applications or mobile sites like your display campaigns, social media, various videos and other properties. Of course, remarketing is to be done wherever your customer goes, right? To make sure the conversion happens, to make sure he comes and buys from you, takes your services, and the closure of your sales deal happens, right? So guys, this is what remarketing really helps you. How do you remarket it, guys? What is the process of remarketing? So you can actually do remarketing using Google AdWords or Yahoo for that matter. You can also use various social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter. You can also use platforms such as AdRoll or Chango. These are the third-party platforms which allows you to serve ads to various audience which is relevant to you. You can also include text, display and video ads to make sure you reach out to the audience which is in your remarketing list. Now what is remarketing list? That also we're going to see in today's session. What are the various technicalities of remarketing? Let's look at them. So first of all, whenever you want to do a remarketing campaign, there is something called a tag which is generated, a code which is generated for remarketing. And this tag is normally placed on your website, right? So there is a tag needs to be generated for remarketing. Of course, we give the parameters to the tag and accordingly the tag is generated. The same tag can be placed on a respective page where you want to do remarketing. The remarketing could be anything, could be for the home page, could be for the product page, service page. You decide where you want to put this code, right? Now this tag typically is placed on a website, on a particular page. Also, you need to create the remarketing list. So that also we're going to see what is the remarketing list and how it is created. Typically, site visitor cookied. So how the site visitor is cookied. So whenever any user comes to your website, a small cookie gets dropped to his PC. A cookie is nothing but a program written by automated software. So this cookie gets dropped to an individual's PC and that cookie starts tracking the behavior of the person wherever he is going, whichever website he is visiting. That cookie stores the information and passes that information to Google, and on the basis of that cookie, Google starts pushing the ads to that person. So these cookie IDs are added to remarketing lists, and hence different ads can be shown to different remarketing lists. So a sample of remarketing tag. And there's something called a dynamic remarketing, guys. Now dynamic remarketing helps you show the ads, especially if you're doing a shopping campaign. It automatically picks the ads from something called Google Merchant Center. So you can see the difference. The regular remarketing ad versus dynamic remarketing ad. Now second ad, of course, if you look at the products and everything, all are picked from your Google Merchant Center account because all the products are first uploaded to Google Merchant Center account, and from there automatically on the basis of your data feed, all these product images and the products are picked. So dynamic remarketing campaign helps you to make sure if you're doing remarketing for shopping campaign, to show the product to people whatever they're searching for. I'm sure you must have noticed this on various shopping sites as well as sites like Quicker or OLX.